As always, before we get started, we understand how stressful mattress shopping can be. So after this review, if you're still interested in more, click over to realmattressreviews.com where you can find hundreds of other great reviews and click on the coupons tab to find the best mattress deals available online. All right, let's get this review started. Hey everyone, Ross from realmattressreviews.com. Today I'm taking a look at the new model of the Nectar mattress. So the Nectar Original, their most popular mattress on site. This is the new model. I haven't had a refreshed review of this yet. So I'm really excited to take a look at this specifically because Nectar has always been one of my favorite brands. When they first launched, they came out with product that was thicker and much better priced than a lot of the comparative mattress brands that were selling foam product at the time. And they had better foams, more thickness, and a better price. And they are also one of the first brands to do a 365 night trial versus your common 100 to 120. And they've got a forever warranty. So what I'm really excited about is to see that they actually made this model even better, and the price is the same as it was before. They've increased the thickness of the mattress from 11 inches up to 12 inches, so that is a great feature, a great thing in my opinion. They've made the mattress thicker, which opens up the doors for more comfort, allows heavier sleepers to use them. The old model worked great for heavier sleepers already because it used above average foams. So what I'm really excited for is to get this thing opened up to see if the quality is still there like it was when they first launched, and give you guys my overall opinion on how the mattress feels and if I still think it's a good buy. So what I'll do first is get it opened up, and then we'll dive right into how the mattress feels, and then we'll talk briefly about the construction and some of the other features of the mattress. But first of all, let's get it popped open and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we've got it all opened up. It's fully expanded. It took a little bit longer here in Minnesota. I had this stored out in my garage and it's a little bit cold here right now. So it should open pretty quickly for you. This has only sat about an hour. So as I get into this review, keep in mind with any online brand that's roll packed, right out of the box, you are going to experience the mattress being a little bit softer than it will feel after a couple days. So if you open it up and you think it's maybe too soft or a little mushy, just keep in mind any of these brands that you buy online or anywhere for that matter that are roll packed are going to get a tad firmer as they sit for a couple days. So with that in mind, we'll just dive into a couple things here right off the bat. One thing I like about this new model, as I mentioned earlier, is that it is 12 inches thick now versus 11 inches. So typically that's translating into a little bit more comfort, a little bit more support. So I'm excited to lay on the mattress here in a moment to talk about what I'm feeling. One other thing I noticed right off the bat, different from the original model that I really like, is that they moved the zipper here right to the top. That's going to make it very easy to take the cover off to wash it. With that said, I would still recommend using a mattress protector. It'll keep your mattress clean, dry. It'll also protect your warranty. Some brands will have a warranty clause. If it's stained, they may not take your warranty claim. So just keep that in mind. And luckily right now, if you click the link down below, Nectar is offering $100 off, free mattress protector, free sheets, and 2 free pillows. So super good deal right now. The Queen's coming in at $7.99. Now if you compare this to the old model, they had it priced between $6.99 and sometimes $7.99, but they only gave away 2 free pillows in the past. So super good deal right now, $7.99, but it's also an inch thicker, so keep that in mind. When it was priced $7.99 in the past, it wasn't as thick of a mattress and you weren't getting as many free gifts. So a couple nice upgrades there with the gifts and the thicker mattress, nicer zippered location here. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about how the foam feels. I'll first just push on the foam. We'll talk about how the foam responds. If it's slow, if it's fast, if it's kind of in the middle. As I push down, so it is 3 inches of gel-infused memory foam on the top, 2 inches of transition foam underneath that, and a 7-inch core on the bottom. So the top 3 inches, you can obviously see the memory foam pretty fast responding for memory foam. I'd say it's in the middle. It's not super slow. It's not super fast, which should translate into, you know, a good feel. It won't be where you're feeling like you're stuck, like a super slow responding memory foam, but it's not going to feel super springy like a latex foam. So it should have a pretty good balance. And then that transition foam underneath will be supportive and very fast responding, as well as the core here, the core foam. So 3 inches of gel infused memory foam. Gel infused is designed to sleep cooler than your traditional memory foam and not to trap heat as much. So you're supposed to sleep cooler on gel infused memory foam. And in the past, from experience, that is a true fact. Gel memory foam typically is quite a bit cooler. So I pushed on the foam. You guys saw that. With the foam response, let's also just take a look at the bounce. It kind of fits hand in hand here. So with memory foam, all foam product, you can expect it to thud a lot more than if this were a hybrid, for instance. It would be a little springier because you actually have springs in the bottom instead of a foam core. So you're getting a little bit of a bounce up right there, which is good. It gives you a little bit more balance. You're not going to feel super stuck, but you're also not bouncing like a trampoline. So, as I would expect for an all foam bed with 3 inches of memory foam on the top, it's going to have extremely good motion transfer because of that. You may have seen some of their advertising with wine glasses. I've just got a bottle. Keep in mind this platform bed is not, you know, fully tightened and everything, but as I lay here, the whole mattress is moving a little bit, but you're going to have very little motion transfer even when you're really close to your partner. You will not feel them move around probably at all. So as I lay here, as I mentioned, right out of the box, you're probably going to feel just a hair softer than after the mattress sits out for a day or two. But right now, I would say this is at about a 5.5 out of 10, with 10 being the firmest. And I'm probably around 210 pounds. Right when I laid down, it takes just a second for the memory foam to kind of sink around your body, but it's not fully engulfing me, which is good because I won't tend to be as warm as if the whole mattress was hugging my whole body. Super good support here in the lumbar. Even as I lay here, my elbows hit the memory foam, and it's, you know, it's very good pressure relief. I don't feel any force pushing back up on any part of my body that would cause me to have pain at night. With the softness that I mentioned, it's going to lend itself really well for side sleeping. And as I lay here, you can somewhat tell how straight my body is. My hip is able to sink in, my shoulder is able to sink in without any force at all really pushing back up, which is a really nice feature of foam mattresses compared to hybrids. Hybrids do have independent coils, but the foam core is going to have zero force pretty much pushing back up on your body in the side sleeping position. So it's going to work really good for back and side sleepers. On their website, they call it about a 6.5, which would be good for all 3 sleeping positions. The way I think it feels right now, it might be a little soft for stomach sleeping. However, with that in mind, keep in mind that I mentioned that this is probably going to firm up some in the next day or two after it has time to fully expand and breathe and come back to life. So ultimately, this should work for combination sleepers for pretty much everybody. So it's got a really nice kind of cloud-like feel. I really like the feel of the memory foam they used. It's not super slow and it's not like really springy. So the pressure relief is really good on it. I would say that's probably going to be one of the best features about this model, is that it has really good pressure relief as I lay here. So if you're somebody that does have, you know, aches and pains in your joints and stuff like that, this could work really well for relieving some of that with this 3 inches of memory foam on the top. I don't know if my base is messed up or what, but so as I lay here on the edge support is where it should be. I'm not getting that ejected feeling as I lay here towards the edge. This is where you pretty much lay, maybe even a little bit more in if there were 2 people in the queen bed. So in the laying down position where it matters for edge support, I am feeling the edge support. I'm not feeling like I'm rolling off the bed. In the seated position, it's average edge support. It's not great, but it's not bad. I feel like the foam core might have been just a little bit firmer in the old model, which I typically like, but being that it's thicker now, it's not as big of a concern. Plus, as I said, this is probably going to firm up a little bit after it has time to sit for a couple days. So I would say the overall feel, very similar to the original. Maybe, in my opinion, just a hair softer. I think they softened it up just a little bit. The other big difference I notice is that the cover doesn't have the quilted foam in it. The old model had foam quilted into the cover. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing at all, because now on this model you can wash the cover. The old model you weren't going to be able to wash that cover because of the foam that's inside of it. So I think that's a good upgrade as well. And you didn't lose that foam, they just put it down below, not in the cover. So smart thinking there to give people the option to wash those covers. So overall, I mean, I think the fact that they increased the thickness, they made some better design choices with the zipper being on top, and basically the same price. So if whenever you're increasing the thickness, having a better offer with the free gifts, I think that it's a win. The overall quality, I think, is about the same as the original models. The only thing I could note is that I think the foam core may be just a little bit softer, and a lot of that's probably coming from tweaks that they made based on you know, customer feedback, if customers were thinking that it maybe was too firm in the past. So some of that's probably strategic, and you know, they're going to create products as best they can to have the least amount of returns. So overall, I think it is a very good value for a 12-inch mattress at that price point, and I do recommend it for people that are looking for a foam mattress and that offers good pressure relief. Those of you that don't kind of want to feel the foam feel, more of a Tempur-Pedic feel, where you're memory foam and you're sinking in a little bit and it's a little bit more body hug, you might prefer a hybrid versus something with a foam core, which is going to offer a little bit more springiness, a little bit more bounciness. And Nectar offers a couple hybrid mattresses as well, one called Dream Cloud, which we'll have some reviews coming up on shortly. Additionally, we have the premier version of this coming up. That's a 13-inch mattress. We'll actually do an individual review of that. Plus, we'll do a side-by-side of the two. We'll talk about how they each feel next to each other, and I'll give you guys my impression on both of them as well. So stay tuned for that. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching. Be sure to visit realmattressreviews.com to grab your coupons or click the link down below. I appreciate you, and thank you very much. Have a great day.